All right, look, what's happening? We got Drake here, part of the Midwest Cards team. Drake here is kind of a jack of all trades, right? I mean, works in the shop, works in shipping, does our grading to send off to all the different grading companies for us. And basically, we thought it was a good idea. Let's start talking about our team and what they collect. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do with Drake. We're gonna find out what he collects, why, and what. So I guess let's start first. How long have you been collecting cards?
I used to collect when I was little, like in middle school and elementary school, and then like most people got out of it once you hit like high school and college, and then started like reselling and collecting shoes, and then I saw this starting to like pick up again, so then I got back into it, found all my old cards, and then I was just hooked.
Right? All right, so very similar story. I know a lot of you out there got the same thing going on. I know it's also the same for me. So a couple things about Drake's collection. We'll just let him talk about it for a second, but before we even dig into all the other cool stuff, there's one thing about this collection that you guys are going to love. So this stack right here, one stack, Kevin Martin. And if I were to take a guess of it, this is the biggest Kevin Martin collection that anybody has. And why is it you collect Kevin Martin?
I collect Kevin Martin because he's from the town that I'm from.
Okay.
And I went to like all of his basketball camps growing up. I know like his family, I know a lot of his like friends and stuff. He knows my family and everything, so it's kind of like cool to like know someone that went to the league and was somewhat like pretty good and like has a name for himself and everything. So it's just kind of cool like being from the same town that I'm from.
Yeah, I mean, we all have reasons why we collect who, when, why, what, all that stuff. That's a super cool one, and it's also a ridiculous collection of Kevin Martin. If anybody out there can rival this, I'd love to see it. So like this one right on top, do you think is that your favorite Kevin Martin?
It's probably my, I don't know favorite, but definitely one of the best ones. It's 2010 101 Logo Man from National Treasures. It's a pretty cool one.
Yeah, I mean that thing is, that's tough to beat. I mean, we all have reasons why one of them's our favorite or not, but I mean, you had to have him get this whole stack out here just to give you a kind of an idea.
And this is just the graded stuff.
Right. Oh, that's right, because you got way more than this.
I left all the raw stuff at home.
Yeah, well, we don't have enough room for that anyway, so we got to stick to one thing. So, impressive Kevin Martin collection. So, like, do you have a favorite in here that you, like, know offhand, or is that probably it?
I'll pull out, like, a couple, but this is definitely, like, probably one of them.
Yeah.
His Topps Chrome Gold Refractor. That's probably another one that's one of my faves. So with the Topps Chrome, I also have the black and the X-Fractor. It's just, I'm trying to like complete the rainbows for most of these. It's just hard because they like never pop up.
Yeah, which by the way, you had mentioned you're missing like.
Yeah, so I'll show that. And then I think this one's cool. It's a 2006 X-Fractor. It's numbered to 10. Okay. Usually the X-Fractors aren't numbered to 10, but for 2006 they were for some reason. But yeah, like Chuck was saying, so I have the 2013 Panini Select Rainbow. I just need the black 101. So if anyone knows where that's at.
You mentioned it to me yesterday when we talked about this, that he's like, that's the only one I'm missing. I said, well, hey, look, you never know who's watching. If you got it or know where it is, let us know. Yeah. Help this guy complete that rainbow. Where's that black 101?
I don't even know if it's been pulled. And like I said, like it's Kevin Martin, so I'm not. Usually when I talk about Kevin, people don't really remember him, but and then these are pretty cool. These are Exquisite rookie year.
Which any Exquisite's always, I mean, it's just one of the best out there.
But
love the
those are probably my favorite. But then this is actually like my favorite set to collect of Kevin's. It's just 2004 Topps Finest. So I would like to complete the rainbow of this. I have pretty much every parallel. So I have just the base numbered to 400, the X-Fractor numbered to 199, the red refractor to 149, the red X-Fractor to 99, and then the green refractor to 49. There's like a black, there's like a yellow.
Have you seen those anywhere?
I've seen them of other players, just not of Kevin's.
Okay, but you haven't seen his.
But yeah, the yellow is actually like my favorite. If I would prefer to get any of the parallels, it would definitely be the yellow. Yellow or black, but it's also probably just because I don't have them.
Well, yeah, you always want what you ain't got.
Yeah, but the yellow is it's just I forget what it's numbered to, but it's super cool.
So there you go. Look, if you got a better Kevin Martin collection, lay it on us. I'd like to see it. That's super impressive and extremely cool why it is you collect those. I love it. Love to hear it. That's really awesome. So, like, would you say, what's your favorite thing to collect? Is it basketball?
Yeah, basketball and Pokemon.
Okay, Pokemon. Like, I knew we'd be getting to Pokemon. We already know the running joke. I know I don't know a whole lot about Pokemon, but these guys have slowly started to suck me in. I'm starting to get it. You know, I like it. So, aside from its collection here, I just said, hey, look, pull out some of your favorites. You know what I mean? So, like, here's a stack of some of the faves. Give us a glimpse into that, like, and why. So, like, what do you got going right on top?
So right here's a 2009 Upper Deck Draft Edition Steph Curry rookie. It's nothing like crazy. It's not like his most rare rookie card, but this was actually my childhood card that was in a binder. And when I got back into it, I didn't really know about grading or anything, so I just sent stuff to SGC just for fun, and this actually came back at 10.
So it comes back at 10 from being in one of your binders?
I'll if someone offered me, like, this is like a $200 card. If someone offered me $1,000, I probably wouldn't take it.
Right. It's just
But
kind of
if
like
someone,
OG collection kind of thing.
If someone offered me $2,000, I might think about it. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'd have a hard time giving this up just because of the sentimental attachment to
Right.
it.
Which, I mean,
yeah.
when it comes to cards, that's where it's at. You know, I mean, I always think about, you know, all the videos that I put out there of me opening boxes and ripping stuff, and I love reading through those comments of the people being like, oh, that box was a ripoff, or nothing good in that. And I'm like, well, we're also doing something that we like, right? I mean, something that we love. Like, it's not always about that. I mean, of course that plays a factor and it's fun, but like you said, I mean, that's yours, man. And it goes back and shows you from when you started collecting originally and how good care you took of it, even on accident.
Yeah, I was like, well, I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it.
All right, what do we got there?
Should probably take this out. So with like Kevin, two other guys I collect is Kyrie Irving and Anthony Edwards. Those are my two. Kyrie Irving's probably my favorite basketball player of all time. Cavs Kyrie. But I found this actually at a show.
That thing's ridiculous.
I just bought it because it was cool. But it's Glassmasters from Elite Series. But
that thing's
it's
awesome.
just like, it's kind of see-through. I'm not sure if it's picking it up or not, but
that thing's sweet.
When I saw it, I was like, I'm just going to grade it and just keep it. But
yeah, that thing's pretty awesome.
yeah.
And, you know, look, Kyrie was one of my favorite players too till he left my beloved Cavs.
Yeah.
But, you know, 2016 will live on forever.
Oh, always.
What's next?
This is a pretty cool one. It's Vince Carter Disco Gold Auto to 10. Actually, I think I got this from the shop like 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, Vince Carter is like an all-time great. I'm not like a super fan or anything. I just thought it was a cool card to pick up and just kind of stash away because you don't really see stuff like this. But I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, and Vince is just one of those, he's just, because of all the dunking moments, I guess, that like I know I watched back in the day coming up, like he's just one of those names that like lives in basketball infamy.
Oh, yeah. This one actually is like pretty funny. Whenever I pull it out, everyone pretty much knows the story of this one. I pulled this in shop out of a hanger box, and I can remember it like it was yesterday. Me and Austin were just, I opened at the table and he starts freaking out, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. This is like another one like I wouldn't mind getting rid of, but also like just with like the memory and everything of me pulling it and like just grading it getting a 10 and everything. So it's numbered to 25. But yeah, it was pretty cool to pull it out of a hanger box.
Right. And those are the stories though, like, right? That's everything that goes along with this hobby and why you love it and why you do it. And yeah, people say that, again, people get on us about when you open stuff and you didn't get anything great. Yeah, but then you open a hanger and you pull this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's those chances that live on and then you just remember it.
Yeah.
And it just gets, it's such a great memory. Oh, now I see who's coming next. I know this is your new guy.
So, like I said, Anthony Edwards. I actually pulled this in shop too. It's I think I pulled it out of like a Hoops Mega Box. It's the Green Explosion to 89. This card used to be like worth nothing, and now it's like insane. I
Yeah.
think I checked like last sale on it was like $700, and I was like, I'm not selling it or anything. But,
Right. Well, I mean, I know you're Anthony Edwards is your favorite current player, I would
yeah,
imagine.
he's my guy. I like him a lot. Last year, I went and watched him, or 2 years ago, I went and watched him play, and dude's a dog.
Yeah, no doubt.
But-
He's a beast.
Um,
Oh, now here we go. Of course.
so then I got, trying to pick up, I have like a stash of Wemby and everything just because he's Wemby.
Just because it's Wemby. Yeah, right.
Nothing like too crazy, but I actually have I think it's the rainbow of like the instant impact. They're just cheap. They're nothing crazy or anything. There's the base, the silver, and then the green. I actually got the green not too long ago. Shout out George.
George, one of our regulars in the shop.
Yeah,
George comes in several times a week, and just he's always getting crazy cards, bringing stuff. He's buying here, but he's also coming in to trade and sell and stuff like that. So he helped Drake pick up the rest of that rainbow.
I told him I needed it, so he sold it to me separately. But yeah, shout out George. This is probably my best Wemby pull. I pulled this out of a blaster, the Wemby Ice, and then I graded it, got a 10. It's a cool one. I want to sell this, or like just because it's probably hot right now.
Right.
But again, like I pulled it. It's kind of like.
Yeah, it's got
I wanna
those.
keep it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Say it's got those things. So you didn't just buy it somewhere. You didn't buy it
Yeah.
at a show. It was.
But it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's Wemby. Wemby basketball season ramping up. Now's the time
Yeah.
for anything. And now we get into the infamous Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Stack of Pokemon. Again, as we've talked before, I don't know a whole lot about Pokemon. I never got into it like growing up or anything like that. These guys are slowly teaching me, and I'm slowly learning. And I've become more and more attracted to them as time's gone on, for sure. Like now I look at them and I start to be able to pick up what I'm looking at, what's good, what isn't.
That one card you said you liked.
I like the Embryon, right? Is that
Umbreon?
Umbreon? I was close. So I like that a lot. I also like the one we had in here with the where Pikachu's wearing like the little top hat.
Oh yeah, the Van Gogh.
Yeah, the Van Gogh, like that. So I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there. So what do we got here?
So just like these ones, they're just like the old arts. So like kind of like the more modern stuff. So this is like the Palkia from Astral, the Espeon V from Evolving Skies, the Espeon V Max from Fusion Strike. I know that's like a big one. The Aerodactyl from Lost Origin, and then a Celebi from Fusion Strike. But these are like more investments to me.
Like Pokemon in general, or just these ones?
In general, like I try to pick up like old arts are typically like what we tell you and customers and stuff. Like they're like they're what people want nowadays. Like
Yeah.
there's like modern, and then there's like vintage, and then there's like super modern. This is like super modern just because it's like this is what we're kind of living in right now. But yeah, they're just cool. Like they have like they cover the full card and everything, and like you like the old stuff was just like the old hollow and everything.
Sure,
So
yeah.
I mean, people prefer that too, but people also prefer like rather having like the whole art on the card. But yeah, they're just investments. Like I invest in like singles, and I also invest in like Pokemon Sealed Wax, which you know.
Oh yeah,
But-
we've talked all about it.
But yeah, and then so this one is probably my favorite Pokemon card if I had to pick.
I guess you got 4 of them.
I'm trying to get like all like PSA 1 through PSA 10.
Okay.
It's Lugia from Neo Genesis. I have a PSA 6, a PSA 5, a PSA 3, and a PSA 2. I don't know why I like this card. I think it's just because everyone's like so stuck on Charizard and like the Charizard from like base set, and like this is kind of like the second fan favorite. Like this is like the legendary from Gen 2.
So just trailing just behind Charizard as the
Yeah,
guy.
I mean Lugia could be like more favorite than Charizard. Just for me personally, like I feel like people like love Charizard and stuff, and I do too. But Lugia is probably one of my favorites. Him and Umbreon are probably my favorites. But yeah, for some reason I love this card. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I just like it. I'm trying to get, like I said, all of them in every grade, just to make a little set.
That's interesting.
And then I will never sell this card. It's nothing crazy, but it's Team Magma's Houndoom.
I've never seen this.
From Team Magma versus Team Aqua 2004 Pokemon EX set. I actually bought this card off eBay raw, and this was just a card that I know I had when I was younger, and that's what I've been trying to pick up cards that like I can remember me having.
And they've just disappeared over time?
Well, I think my mom just sold them at a yard sale or something.
Okay.
But
right.
I can remember like stuff I had, and so now I'm trying to get them in PSA 10s, and this was one of them. So I actually bought it off eBay, raw, graded it, and it got a 10. And then I actually took it to, I think it's Mike Baker, and it got a gold diamond. So
that just means best of the best, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So it's super low pop anyway. I think there's maybe like 36 10s out there in the world, and then I took it to Mike and it got a gold diamond. So I think it's like the top, don't quote me, I think it's like the top like 20 to 10%, because then there's a black diamond that's better than this, and I think the black diamond's like super rare.
Yeah.
Like the top echelon of cards.
That's
but
very
yeah,
cool,
I
though.
would never sell this.
That's very cool, though.
And then
last but not least.
Yeah, last but not least, some gold stars, some Pokemon gold stars. I'm trying to get like every gold star PSA 10, but I know it's not going to happen just because some of them are like
I would say some gotta
five
be
figures.
right.
Like Charizard PSA 10 is insane. Pikachu's pretty insane, and then some of them are just like really low pop. Like I think like Torchic and Trico and Mudkip, that gen, they're super low pop, really hard to find. I think Torchic only has like 15 PSA 10s out in the world, something crazy.
Yeah.
But the Raikou's PSA 10, and then the Mewtwo's 7.5.
I also like Mewtwo, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Really
definitely
like-
a fan favorite.
Yeah.
But I thought it was weird. I never seen a 7.5 from PSA.
Yeah, from PSA. Yeah, that is
So
interesting.
It's kind of like niche.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's very cool. So, from the sounds of it, from your collection, something you said a lot along the way was, well, I would never sell this because it means a lot to me. And I got this memory from this card.
Yeah.
And well, this one I might sell, but I doubt it. So, like,
Yeah.
you always have a lot of emotional attachment to a lot of, if not all of your cards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's what's so interesting about the hobby, and it's why so many people love it. And I think when you get into it, there's obviously just an investment side and just a monetary side to everything. And there's people that could probably care less about the cards, and all they care about is buying, flipping, running, and making money. And that's fine. That there's a place for that in the hobby,
Yeah.
100%. But at the end of the day, I think when it comes down to people that actually collect and love it, I think that's where this thought process of just like, oh, you bought that box and there was nothing good in it, and you're like, I loved ripping it. I had a great time doing it. And then you also have the chance of having these big memories that you're just never going to forget about.
Yeah, I was just telling R2 yesterday that I bought a Metal Marvel blaster box.
Uh-huh.
I had like the most fun opening it. Like,
Right.
I didn't pull anything crazy or anything, but like it was like just fun. Like
Yeah.
And we rip some stuff up here sometimes, and it's not fun. Like it's
Yeah.
just like it's just.
Yeah, we have stuff up here. We all decide, hey, look, we'll all chip in and buy a box and see where it goes. And we've done that. And yeah, we haven't hit a whole lot of stuff. We've also all pitched in and buy a $60 hanger or something, and we've hit some big stuff, some
Yeah.
autos and stuff we've sent away. I mean, I know we had like who was the big UFC guy that you guys hit that I didn't get to be a part of?
Bo Nickel.
Bo Nickel. I mean, they hit the
Nickel
Bo
Gold.
Nickel Gold. I wasn't a part of that, unfortunately. But anyway, that's the point being is like, sharing this information, showing you that like we all collect here that work here, and that's why we love it. And that there's more to it than just being like, well, I hit the biggest card ever. Like you have plenty in your collection there that you're like, look, this might not be worth a whole lot, but like I still wouldn't sell it to you.
Yeah.
Because like I love it and I love how I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do flip. Like I
Sure.
do sell some things, but
Sure.
But yeah, like I have this stuff is typical. I mean, for the right price, it's for sale.
Sure,
but,
yeah.
But yeah, a lot of them, no, I wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more like that I have back home and stuff. But yeah, like you said, it's just fun collecting
Yeah.
and like just showing it off to people. I think that's like why people like to collect is like they like talking about their collections.
100%. People love talking about their collections. As we experience it whether we're here in the shop, people bring them in, they want to talk, card shows, everything that we've done. I mean, showing off your collection is part of the awesome part about having it, right? I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean you want to sell it. Like you said, you always think about it, talk about it, but just showing it off and sharing and talking, how'd you get this? Where'd you get that? How long have you had it? All those cool stories like you talked about. I've had this in a binder forever, and then I did this, I did that. Like, those stories are kind of never ending, and it's just great. So, well, Drake, thanks for sharing your collection with us. I mean, that was awesome. Give me your insight. Give me your comments. Let me know what you think. What was your favorite card in Drake's collection? And also, if you got those Kevin Martins out there,
Yeah, let me know.
you let us know so Drake can pick them up. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.